Welcome to Better Living with Adrienne. It's the start of a new work week. We're here with Debbie Mancini-Wilson, my creativity expert, and she's going to tell us how to bring a little bit of fun into our work week.
Yes.
How do we do it?
Well, first of all, a lot of times we have to learn how to be silly, give ourselves permission to be silly, because there are a lot of people that are so serious about what they do, and of course, you know, you don't want your brain surgeon to be a goof, right? So, but if someone that has a very serious job finally finds themselves in a position where they have to stretch outside their normal boundaries, they first and foremost have to give themselves permission to be silly. And they probably are going to have to find ways to help them be silly.
Now, something else that this is talking about bringing out your inner child. So silliness does go with that. I'm silly by nature. I'm not sure it'll ever go away. But there are a lot of right, you hope. But there are a lot of people that this is challenging for.
Right.
You know, they're not into music. They're not into frivolous things. They might say, "Oh, that's ridiculous." They are very serious. And everybody to each their own.
Right.
So I guess my bigger question before we talk about how to do is why? Who cares? They're functioning on this world just fine. Why does someone who is in this structured life and has a serious job, why do they need to be silly? Why do they need to tap into their inner child?
Because first of all, it's going to allow them to be more authentic, because we are all creative. And if you're going to tap into your creativity and stretch outside your boundaries, your adult boundaries, as the surgeon, as the CPA, you're going to want to step outside those boundaries and be creative at something, but you can't let go of your seriousness. Allow yourself to be silly. Look for tools. One tool that I absolutely love is Mad Libs. And I mean, if you've ever played this, if you've ever done this, you sit down in a corner with it and you do the little exercises.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
I know. I don't know if here. Mad Libs. This is an old game.
It is a very old. It works beautifully.
Here's another thing I'm thinking is if you have children or grandchildren you want to connect with, they don't understand, you know, the brain surgeon or the CPA or the attorney or all law. You have to be silly sometimes to relate to them.
You do. And again, look for tools like my website. There are ways that I walk people through trying to just tap into that creativity. Look down at your feet and write something right now about your shoes. What?
Give me another one. I like that.
A tree. Just look out your window and write in different ways. If I were a tree, or what do I like about trees? What don't I like about trees? It gets the creative juices flowing without pain. You and I don't get that because we're creative people.
But for someone who's not, start asking questions, even if it's to Google.
Even if it's to Google.
Wonderful. Debbie Mancini-Wilson. That's Better Living.